Today is a very special video. We're doing a breakdown of Cheyenne Reynolds on a date with Myron Gaines. He is the less clowny of the Fresh and Fit duo, but he's still kind of a clown in my opinion, nonetheless. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Maybe he will have some great game. Hopefully I can point out some fallacies in like the high value man speak that a lot of guys pick up from watching guys like Fresh and Fit. It'll actually fix your game quite a bit. Let's get into it.
I'm not gonna let a girl look at my phone.
Why?
Because I'm gonna have other girls in there, 100%.
All right. Appreciate the honesty. The one thing you can rely on Myron for is he'll be brutally honest, but the problem is that he thinks that it's helping his chances a lot of times with these girls, and it's really not. He's just looking cool for guys on the internet. Let's find out if he's actually got that fire game or not.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne Reynolds and I'm back. New season, new dates. And to be honest with you, I'm not impressed with the dating scene.
I think 99% of the world's problems would be solved if females walked through life with their body count on their forehead.
Someone put a bag over my head and told me to show up here, and they just brought me here.
All right. All right, he's a little playful. That's not bad. That's actually a pretty good way to be like, if you show up on a first date and you're like, yeah, so I don't know, like, am I on a date with you? Like, somebody just put a bag on my head and like put me here. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Like, kind of lost. That actually could be pretty funny. Starting off strong, Myron. I'd be surprised if he's not at least a little charismatic.
Ooh, we're in England, so I can't invoke the fifth. Damn, what do you guys say when you don't want to incriminate yourself here in England?
No comment.
Yeah, okay, no comment.
By that, I'm judging you're a one night kind of guy.
2 to 3. I try to keep my retention somewhat high. I need a good rating on what do you guys use here?
TripAdvisor.
You guys use TripAdvisor? It's in 1997? What the hell?
Can Cheyenne ask you whatever she likes?
Yeah, I got nothing to hide unless it's like former government stuff. But other than that, I'll say whatever that I can disclose.
Yeah, and finally, are you ready?
I think so. I don't know. The dudes that kidnapped me and brought me here, they said it would be fun. I don't know. Hey, what's up? How are you?
Hello,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Myron,
you.
pleasure to meet
Myron.
you. You gonna give me a hug or what?
Oh,
Don't be awkward.
okay, hug.
Weird.
Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Chilling.
You smell nice.
Thank you. I try.
He made me hug him. I don't know why I done that. So, how are you?
Chilling.
Chilling?
Doing well.
All right, so say what you will. I think the hug thing was a little cringe. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible because I think this guy's kind of a clown, but you do want the girl to be like, I don't know why I did that. Like, you do want her to be going on a date with you and being like, oh, I don't know, this guy, he's having me do things I don't normally do, you know, and I'm going along with it because for some reason I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
How about yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Good. It's a bit hot in here though, so my hands are a
Yeah,
bit
it is.
like,
It is warm. I will say that. It's definitely
Yeah.
warm, but it's called grilling, right? So
Oh, I like that.
attractive but typical girl.
So, tell me about you, Myron.
I'm a professional misogynist. No, I'm just kidding.
Great.
Loved by some, hated by many. Just
Yeah.
on the internet. Yeah.
On the internet. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're both on the internet. I've
Yeah. We are.
seen.
It's a strange life.
Yeah,
Very
I've seen
strange.
some videos. You're not a fan of me, are you?
You know, I'm not a fan of many things.
Yeah.
You just happen to be in there, maybe a little bit.
Why is that?
We disagree on some things.
I think we might get on though. That's why I'm like interested. Off to a great start. He hates me.
I think it's very important.
All right, so he has a good frame, at least. You want her to be like, oh, I don't know how this guy feels about me. And obviously, I guess they have history. I guess he's talked about her. You do want a girl to be like, yo, I don't know how this guy feels about me. And if you can go into a date like that, that's a pretty strong frame to be in. It's just, it depends on if that actually converts or not. I think a lot of like what he said earlier, like, oh, typical girl, like that kind of stuff. Like, I feel like it's a little performative, to be honest. But I mean, maybe he actually thinks that way. And like, if he holds the frame the whole time and doesn't get emotional, then it actually can work out for him. He did handle the, you know, thing a little awkwardly. Like, let's go back to that.
Attractive but typical girl.
So tell me about you, Myron.
Okay, so she goes in with like, tell me about you. And he like tries to tease and be playful with it. It's just a little awkward, and I'm gonna kind of show you guys how to tease a little bit better.
I'm a professional misogynist. No, I'm just kidding.
Great.
Okay, so when you make a joke like that, which it's actually a fine joke, it's actually pretty funny, but you notice like how he like, it's kind of funny, he like loses the frame really hard when he does that. Like, let's go back again.
I'm a professional misogynist. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, he doesn't even finish saying, I'm just kidding. He's like, oh, I'm a professional misogynist. I'm just kidding. It's like he's backing off super hard. You don't need to do that. Like, you actually should not do that. What you should do is be like, oh, you know, professional misogynist, you know, international playboy, terrible person. That's me. And, like, I'm obviously kidding. I'm not serious. I don't hate women. Like I'm a dating coach. So I go on dates with girls and I will say, like, you know, oh yeah, I hate women for a living. And like, I'm joking, but I don't go, oh, I'm just kidding. So like that right away kind of shows me he's a little insecure about it. I don't know if he's insecure because they're filming, obviously, whatever, but he does back off the joke really hard. And if you want to make a real joke when you're on a date with a girl, don't do that. Don't do that. You need to let the tease or let the joke or whatever you say to the girl, you need to let that sit. You need to let it marinate, really sink in. You need to let that sink in first. So far, he's gotten to the point where he's made a joke. Delivery's not great. He's like kind of lost frame a little bit, but she seems to be giving him a pass. And she seems to be even chasing a little bit, which is kind of interesting because she's like, oh, well, I thought we might get along or whatever. And he has an opportunity to like stand his ground, hold frame, but like keep it fun. But I don't know if he's going to do that.
I think it's very important to be able to articulate your views, and if you don't agree with someone, it doesn't mean you have to hate them. But
Exactly.
you know, but I think being too agreeable is not good. Very
Really?
bad, especially as a man, because typically if a guy is too agreeable, you can't trust him.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because all men want to get laid, and if you don't tell the truth and you're just being agreeable, well, he's trying to get laid and he's trying to lie as well. So.
Well, at least the man actually admits all men are trying to get laid.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's absolutely pointless to have a female friend.
No, it's not pointless to have a female friend.
Very pointless. 100%. Why would guys sit there and be friends with girls? It's pointless. Stupid.
So you don't have any female friends?
Absolutely not. It's a waste of time.
How is it a waste of time?
Because women don't offer much utility to you as a guy.
What makes you think that?
Well, I mean, if you get in some kind of fight, she can't do nothing. What's she gonna do? She's like, oh my God. It's like,
Why
and
would
then,
you want a woman
if
that
anything,
fights?
she's a liability. That's what I'm trying
But
to
a
say.
woman would fight. Like, I'd fight a woman for you if you're my man.
I don't want my girl to be involved in any type of physical confrontation.
Really?
That's not her job. That's my job. So I look at it like, if I'm with a girl and I'm supposed to protect her and provide for her, etc., I want that to be my woman. I'm not gonna give that type of energy to like a friend. That's stupid. Why am I gonna put my life on the line for a girl that doesn't even suck my dick? Wait, but is that too much there?
I think you should just be able to have a friend.
God, that's so cringe, dude. Okay. All right, so let's go back. Some of the stuff he says is good here, but like every time he tries to make a tease, every time he tries to be like witty, it's really bad. Like straight up, it's just not good. I just want to talk about some of the mannerisms here. Like he's just a little awkward. When you're talking to a girl, like you want to just have more relaxed body language. You can tell he's kind of tense. Maybe he's just hyper aware that the cameras are on him. You want to like really relax. And like for a guy that does a podcast for a living, like you'd think he'd be a lot more relaxed. What you want to make sure you do, chill, sit back, and just be like, yeah, I mean, why would a guy lie? Like, he wants to fuck you. That's just how it goes. A lot of these red pill guys, they'll die on this hill of can't be friends with women, you can't blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, you can be friends with women. If you're at the point where you're so caught up in needing to have sex with every girl, yeah, maybe you can't be friends with women. But if you're at the point where, like, you know, you don't need to, or you get laid as much as you want, and, like, it's all good, you have abundance, like, then you can. And I would argue a lot of guys shouldn't be friends with women, or shouldn't be friends with women that want to fuck. Women offer a lot of utility in terms of as friends, like in terms of pre-selection, in terms of, you know, other women see you with those women and they're like, oh shit, I like that guy, gets you other women. Women feel safe around women at the end of the day. And so having female friends is actually pretty valuable. I just want to talk about how his eye contact is bad and he's like kind of timid and shy. Like, look at this. Like, he is like kind of hunched over.
Don't tell the truth and you're just being agreeable. Well, he's trying to get laid and he's trying to lie as well. So.
Well, at least the man actually admits all men.
So when he does this thing, he's like, so, you know, well, and it's like rapport seeking. Like, I want you guys to watch that again, and I'm gonna play this part back, and I want you to look for the rapport seeking in the tonality and the body language. He's like, so I'm just trying to get you to agree with me. So it's like timid. It's not very masculine.
Trying to get laid.
He's trying to get laid and he's trying to lie as well. So.
Well, at least the man.
Yeah, like look at that. So watch out for times like that, because when you're like a nice guy, and this is especially like very important for nice guys or guys that are trying to like seek validation, and guys that just don't have good game, is they give off this very rapport seeking vibe of like, so so it seems like he's being disagreeable, not because he's disagreeable, but because he thinks he has to be, which is not really what you need to do. Maybe you have to force it when you're a beginner, but this guy's literally teaching guys how to talk to girls, which is fucking crazy to me.
Dan actually admits all men are trying to get laid.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's absolutely pointless to have a female friend.
No, it's not pointless to have a female friend.
Very pointless. 100%.
So she appreciates the honesty, though. She's like, I appreciate that, you're admitting that all guys trying to get laid. Yeah, of course. And like, you should be able to admit these harsh truths. That's one thing that Myron is very good at. As much as I've been like kind of shitting on him throughout this whole video, one thing he's very good at is admitting that like these harsh truths about the world, like, yeah, of course I'm trying to fuck you. But there's ways to do it. It keeps a good vibe between you and the girl without her getting like upset and emotional. If you're really strong and masculine, you can handle it. You can handle it if a girl gets really emotional and like, oh my God, why are you being a dick? But like, why would you? Why would you cause unnecessary harm when you could articulate things in a way that is much more charming, much more smooth, much more fluid, that doesn't get her upset, that actually gets her on your side, but you articulate the same point without giving up your core value. Like, he could very easily do that. He could be like, men and women could be friends. I don't really see the utility in it because I'm in a place in my life where I'm just trying to get laid, and I'm not trying to like lead someone on and be like, yeah, I want to be your friend when I just want to fuck you. Like, to be honest, most of the women I meet, I just want to have sex with. And I don't see the value they bring into my life. If there was a girl that came into my life and she did offer value, then yeah, I'd be friends with her. A lot of times that girl would be like wifey material, and I want to date her anyway. So, I don't really see a point in me being friends with a woman. There's so much more room for nuance here. It's not a good look when you double down on these dogmatic positions. Also, I think it's worth noting that you should try to have the same consistency of bravado in your voice everywhere you go. Obviously, this guy's in an unnatural location. He's out of his element. But if you see this guy on Fresh and Fit, he is talking very articulately, very loudly. And Andrew Tate does that too. But Andrew Tate does it consistently. And this guy is not consistent.
My friends.
Absolutely not. It's a waste of time.
How is it a waste of time?
Because women don't offer much utility to you as a guy.
What makes you think that?
Well, I mean, if you get in some kind of fight, she can't do nothing. What's she gonna do? She's like, oh my God. It's like,
why would you want a woman
if
that
anything,
fights?
she's a liability. That's what I'm trying
But
to
a
say.
woman would fight. Like, I'd fight a woman for you if you're my man.
I don't want my girl to be involved in any type of physical confrontation.
Really?
That's not her job. That's my job. So I look at it like, if I'm with a girl and I'm supposed to protect her and provide for her, etc., I want that to be my woman. I'm not gonna give that type of energy to like a friend. That's stupid. Why am I gonna put my life on the line for a girl that doesn't even suck my dick? Wait, but is that too much there?
Oh my God, dude. I hate this. I hate it. So this is him trying to tease again, trying to crack a joke. But notice that every time this guy cracks a joke, he just backs off of it immediately. He's just like, oh, was that too much? And like, he's trying to make a joke out of it, but like, he like raises his eyebrow. He's trying to look cool, but it's like, dude, this isn't a performance. Like, talk to the girl, have good game. Like, when you're talking to a girl, it's not a performance. It's not something for you to put on a show. It just shows that Myron is much more concerned with how he looks to the audience, to his red pill audience that's going to watch this, rather than how he actually is interacting with this woman.
Girl that doesn't even suck my dick.
So funny.
Wait, but is that too much there?
He like raises his eyebrow, dude. He's like, is that too much? And it's like he's looking at the camera and be like, gotcha. Like, dude, this is not a gotcha moment. You just looked a little insecure. That's all that happened here.
I think you should just be able to have a friendship with women, though.
Well,
Firstly, it's not always like men versus women. So I kind of feel like having female friends will give you that balance to understand. Like, there's actually nice, normal women out there that aren't just trying to sleep with you like for your money or everything like that. We bring a lot of value.
I've interviewed almost 1,600 women now at this point, and I would say, without a shadow of a doubt, women are absolutely terrible at understanding what it takes to be attractive to women as a man. So their advice typically is not good at all.
1,600 women. Poor women.
What I want to say about this part is that like he doesn't even really answer her question. She's saying that women bring a lot of value, and to rebuttal that, he just says that he's interviewed a lot of women and women don't understand what it takes to be attractive to women as a man. That doesn't answer the question. The reason he's like, I don't know if women offer value. It's like, yeah, you don't know if women offer value because you're interviewing clout chasing hoes on Fresh and Fit. They don't care. They just want to party. If you're one of those guys that's like super jaded because you watch Fresh and Fit and you're like, oh, the dating pool is destroyed and women are all sluts and women are all the worst. It's like, no, dude, there's so many great women out there that you could actually meet if you tried, but you're looking at guys like Fresh and Fit on his dumbass podcast being like, oh yeah, these women, oh, these women, oh, look at these hoes. It's like, dude, they're interviewing the type of woman that would go on Fresh and Fit.
Hurt, and they push it on women.
Okay. Hurt in what way?
Yeah, I think it's because, like, for example, this incel culture, which, like, respectfully, like, your podcast really brings to life. Mm-hmm. You're just projecting onto women unnecessarily. Because there's a lot of good women. Like, I myself would say I'm a good woman. I don't do anything wrong. I'm very loyal. I'm a kind woman. And a lot of men will make the assumptions because of podcasts like yours and people and men like you to then push that onto me, that I'm this kind of woman, I'm a gold digger and I'm this and that, and I'm not.
Let's see if he gets defensive or completely deflects the question, or if he actually addresses what she says.
It'd be fair to say that most guys are losers and don't really measure up.
I personally don't think that, but
Keep it
I know.
1,000.
No, but I'm saying
Keep it
no,
1,000.
no, I personally don't. Like genuinely, I don't.
Okay.
Like I genuinely
Being
don't.
politically correct. I'll keep it real since you don't want to. Most guys, I'll be honest, are fat, losers, and don't have leadership qualities. And there's a whole bunch of reasons for that. And most women, quite frankly, are terrible. They're whores, fat, rude, crass, whatever it may be. And most of them don't qualify for a relationship, and most guys don't qualify to be the leader of said relationships. I think it goes on both parts. Okay, the men are weak, and the women, there's a bunch of issues there. So what we basically highlight on our podcast is you need to be the best version of yourself. And I think the thing is that guys are yearning for this because we've been lying to men for the better part of 5 to 6 decades about what being masculine and strong actually is. We've been demonizing it when in reality, guys need to become stronger. Because no woman wants a weak man, even though girls say dumb shit like, oh, well, I want you to be emotionally intelligent and get in tune with your feelings or whatever. It's all a lie. Oh, see. Okay.
No, but I personally would like a man.
Some of what Myron said there was good, but he lacks the critical thought ability to break down anything and give validity to anything that women say. When it comes to red pill advice, a lot of them fail to give validity to anything that women say because a lot of women don't know what they want. They just know how they feel. And that is true. But the fact is that women do know how they feel, and how women feel is very important, especially when it comes into a relationship. If you're in a relationship and your woman does not feel good, then she doesn't feel good, and she's going to end the relationship because she does not like the relationship. So a woman's feelings do really matter, just straight up at the end of the day. And so when guys like this go on shows and they're like, no, you're just ignoring the facts, you're ignoring the facts. It's like, yeah, man, maybe she is ignoring some facts, but you have to acknowledge how she feels at the end of the day, because if you don't, you will not run good relationships. You will fail as a leader. If you read any book on leadership, you will understand that you need to understand how your team members feel. You need to understand how the people beneath you feel. And if you're going to lead a relationship, not saying a woman is beneath you, but she is under your leadership. And so if you need to lead her and she's going to trust you to lead her, you need to give validity to her feelings and give her what she needs, not what she says she wants. And that is what these guys don't understand. They give women what they think that women do actually want deep down, but they don't listen to women and what they say they feel. And if you listen to what they say they feel, women do want a lot of these things that red pill content creators like. But the problem is when you don't give any validity to the women, that's when the problem comes in, because you will go so far off the deep end, you're actually going in the opposite direction of all these feminists that you demonize and you hate, and you're doing the exact same thing that they do. If you want to work personally with me and my expert team of coaches on how to meet, attract, and keep high-quality women into your life and get on 2 to 3 dates in your first 30 days of working with us, there's a link in the description to see if you're a good fit. Just a 10, 15-minute free quick call. You can hop on with me or someone from my team. Other than that, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, let me know in the comments what you want to see from me in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.